Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. It's the Kansas State Wildcats and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, I checked in with Kansas State's head coach before the game. He is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. I can't say I've seen this strategy before, but they're showing punt on first down. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. The play-action fake. Got out of trouble and throws. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Running inside. It's Jackson. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Johnson wants to throw it. Complete. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
There's some room. Touchdown, Wildcats. Once he got some room, it was over.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper came on a 34-yard jaunt to the end zone.
Number 43, set to kick off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped at for a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's caught. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. Creates a little room. Breaks the tackle. Breaks into the open on the left. The 20. He's at the 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
Johnson looking to throw. Under fire. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Got loose, made the big play, and took it down to the 31.
And, man, that has to be frustrating for this defense. You give up a big play. What do you want the secondary to do? Man, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback at some point. And it just, he kept going. He kept having time to go through. If I'm a defensive back, I'm going right to the defensive line. Hey, bro, can we get some pressure on the quarterback, man? That's unacceptable.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. 3rd and long coming from the 28. 37-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative.
An opportunity.
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Knocked down for the tackle.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's going for the big play. Got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And that's what makes this offense so dangerous. They've got playmakers all over the field. Here they are on their own side of the 50, 3rd and long. On any given play, they can take it the distance. They do right there. Not just moving the chains, but setting themselves up now 1st and goal.
He's going for the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Rebels.
And he's in for a 2nd touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down. He knows how to get in the end zone. And I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
And he tacks on the extra point. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Wildcats come out and get things going on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Rebels offense is back on the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Runs through a tackle. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Bring him the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Makes the grab. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Just going to keep it after the snap. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. The run inside. It's Williams. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Using his feet. Maybe some room here. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
This quarterback is so unique, and he's so special because of his running ability, his wiggle, his speed, and his burst in the open field. He's like a running back playing the quarterback position, and he shows you that on that play.
And he made the extra point without problem.
Kansas State 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Finds his man. It's Alexander. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Using his legs, it's Lacey. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. He's got it. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with the big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot up over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
And the Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
He wants to throw it. They'll run the screen. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Sometimes slow and steady wins the race, right? Doesn't always have to be 55-yard completions through the air for scores. You saw it on the last drive, bleeding the clock, running and throwing the football, taking care of the football, and capping it off with a score. And you're seeing that again on this drive, too. This offensive line is just taking this game over, and they are in total control, suffocating their opponents.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more in the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Johnson wants to throw it. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
You got to love it when a defender gets a big paw on the football and you see the receiver. It looks like he's going to be open and the quarterback's jacked up and happy, but nope. A big Mick gets up there, tips the football, and bats it straight to the ground. Nobody else gets to catch it. No lucky breaks. That thing is over.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air on 1st down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. On the run, it's Lindsey. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Now facing a 3rd and long. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Connection to the right. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Wildcats signal for a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. There's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Timeout taken here, 2nd one called by Kansas State. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. High and away, headed toward the sideline, just the way he drew it up. Johnson looking to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Hits the crease. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field, uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure.
Ole Miss 24, Kansas State 21. Number 45, Pcfl.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
That was a really nice throw down the field. This is a quarterback who prides himself on his downfield accuracy, and that's a play they desperately needed here. Not a lot of time left at the end of the first half, but that big completion now puts them in range to score some points here at the end of the half.
Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Cook. Knocked down at the 22. That's a first down, and they can still stop the clock. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give to Frazier. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Trying to set up the screen. Spins away from the defender. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Pitches it. Big guy tries to barrel in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Rebels.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Johnson wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Kansas State.
That timeout taken by the Wildcats is their final one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Back to pass on second down. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
If I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
On the ground with the counter. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Running inside, it's Jackson. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Johnson looking to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And that's disappointing for this offense. I mean, you talked about it at halftime. Like, we got to come out, start fast. We're trailing. Got to put some drives together, some possessions. And they come out on the first drive and kind of flounder around. This defense is going to have to step up.
Hunt is on its way. Not a lot of room to field this one. Never had a chance. What coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Brought down at the 20. It's a first down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Frazier again.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Handoff, Frazier running left. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Working on the right. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots. And that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now. And he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Motion from the wide receiver. Frazier again. Shakes off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down.
Offense facing fourth down.
And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. Oh, the attempt is no good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Johnson wants to throw it. Here's a heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent. He will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those wheels.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. That's caught. It's Cook. Still on his feet at the 35. Caught, and he's got room. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Nice job there in the drag route. They knew it was zone coverage, so he sat down in a soft spot. Quarterback gets it to him. Nobody around him is able to get north for a big gain.
That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. A really nice day for this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jeff.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Touchdown, Rebels. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And the extra point is good. Bringing it out. was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Johnson looking to throw. Pressure coming. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
The run inside. It's Jackson. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Really, the MO of this offense is their ability to run the football. And they've been trying to get this guy going. They've given it to him time and time again. Just really hasn't been a lot of space and a lot of place for him to go. You got to give the defense credit, especially their front seven. They
breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Snags it, and he's open. Running inside the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Wildcats.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Direct snap. It's Alexander.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Sweet cut there. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
On third down, he drops to throw. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Great place to start for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Give to the running back. And he's in! Touchdown, Wildcats!
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first.
Timeout, Rebels.
They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They'll give to Frazier. Might have a chance. The 30. The 20. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
And sometimes you go, man, what a play by that guy. He carried people, or he broke tackles, or his speed. And that time I'm like, Palmer, where is the defense?
I think it's too many guys being selfish, David. I think it's guys getting out of their gap. Everyone's trying to be a me guy, a hero, get the stat, maybe get the sack, get upfield. But you've got to play team defense. 11 guys doing their job. They did not get it done there.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Never getting stopped on that 2nd down. Don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
His defense didn't hang its head. They've stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Middle of the end zone. He's got it. The Rebels surge back on top. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jackson. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives to...
Makes the catch, and he's free. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Keeps it on the draw. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, going to the air. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at third and long.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And that is no good. The lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger.
And they trusted him. Even after that last miss, they trusted him again to make it, and he misses again. I don't know how much more trust they'll have in him. Good weather, not a long kick, second miss of the day. We might not see him again.
Quickly out to the tight end. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Play big zone coverages, keep the ball in front of you, and tackle the ball carrier in bounds.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Johnson wants to throw it. The sure hands, it's Fields. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Got his man. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And the Wildcats want to crank the tempo. To the air on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. And they're not on the same page there.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
Good timing on the quick out. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's got him. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Johnson looking to throw. They're working that left side. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And this offense has got to keep pumping it out. Nice job. You get the 1st down. Nice scramble by this QB, but you're going to put the ball in his hands over and over and over again. You got to score multiple times. This offense has got to be in hyperspeed.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, 1st and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Big fella moving. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollard.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's marked down at the 21-yard line as the defense comes up with a turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California. EA Sports College Football with an early season non-conference showdown that might carry a little more weight than just conference bragging rights. It's the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers and the Fresno State Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Well, guys, Coach told me this atmosphere is going to be crucial today. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Chanticleers will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee in this drive. Start at the 25. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to it. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Martin will throw it. Punts it out of the air. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the 1st down.
Finds his man. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. I mean, you'd like to think your receiver in space can make a linebacker miss, but that's just a better job tackling by the defense.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on 3rd down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the catch. It's Courtney. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
Love the play call, and I love being aggressive there in the first play of the drive, backed up on your own end. There's a lot of coordinators that would just try to run the ball, get some more room, get into a rhythm, but they're taking a shot right away, find some real estate. Receiver, QB on the same page. That's looking really nice if you're on offense.
keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Jackson will throw. Under fire. And they got it.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the right. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
That's caught. It's Washington. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. And the Chanticleers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another player.
Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Down 7-0, and they'll have a chance to match the score on this drive. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Motion from the wideout. Here's the handoff. Finding some room. The 40. The 30. Past the 20. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.